This week, you're going to meet my band, The Circle, with legendary members Michael Anthony, Vic Johnson, Jason Bonham, and yours truly. An amazing show and even better crowd.
That's conservative. The Circle.
Can I get another photo?
Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, man.
Because we have our own plane, we can leave when we want and do what we want. So we're leaving after the show.
We just finished a little gig here in West Palm Beach, Sunfest. Rocked the house, as usual, The Circle. On our way to Carolina, Rebellion Festival. Gonna rock the house a little bit more over there. So sit down, buckle up, and no smoking sign is on.
See you there. Hey, on today's rock and roll road trip, we're gonna hit the festival circuit with The Circle. I'm gonna get to know my good friend Jason Bonham just a little bit better, plus an exclusive look at our performance from the Carolina Rebellion Music Festival. But first, we're gonna head over to the Concord Speedway to see how far this rocker can push the new Talon trikes. Woo! Wow. Anyway, 5-time world champion Jimmy Johnson, and we just missed him. He would have drove me around the track in my new car. Oh, I'm pissed. We're going racing today. Okay, here we are at Concord Speedway, where Mr. Sandy Hall, who has invented this awesome three-wheeler trike called a Talon, he's invited us down, and he's going to let us drive these cars around. And he's also made me one. He made a red rocker one. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Look at this thing. Oh, this is Sandy Hall. He's the guy that invented this thing. This is the first time I've seen a completely done one, and look at this thing. It's intimidating. It's scary. I mean, I've driven race cars, NASCAR cars, and this thing's got me nervous, Sandy.
It's not that bad. It's actually very stable.
It won't turn over or anything like that?
Absolutely not. No way.
Yeah?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
But Sandy, how much horsepower does this thing have?
Just about 200 horsepower, just about 1,500 pounds, and the weight to power ratio is pretty amazing.
Yeah. 0 to 60?
Just under 4 seconds.
My LaFerrari's right around there, by the way. These seats are slamming.
Yeah, these are carbon fiber racing seats from Tillett in England, and we did some custom embroidery with the branding.
You get in there, you buckle yourself in, you feel safe.
You feel safe,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's almost like
absolutely.
just kind of don't want to get out once you get in.
Yeah, and it's amazing. you would look at this at first and think, oh, it doesn't seem like it'd be very safe, but it's got a wide stance in the front with the rear triangulation and the wide platform in the back. It's very stable.
Beautiful. I'm in love.
You're gonna love the way it sounds and the way it rides.
Describe it. Just imagine twice the RPM than a normal car. The smell of the fuel is addictive. From the moment he accelerated, it was badass.
I personally would like to take mine out and be cruising like up, West Coast, Pacific Coast Highway, up north, beautiful weather.
But I gotta have one of those. Got to have one.
Hey, this sucker right here's got a little extra something.
Okay, Vic Johnson out for a ride.
back, Vic.
Now let me ask you a question. You sure you didn't bring a change of pants?
Oh my God.
We need some towels over here. We need some wet towels and some dry towels and a robe. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vic Johnson in the house. There he is. Woo! Connie, oh, this thing's running great. Ow! That's what I call a rock and roll road trip on AXS TV. Hey man, coming up, we're gonna go behind the scenes with the Circle at the Carolina Rebellion. Welcome back, everybody. Let's follow the Circle as we go behind the scenes at the Carolina Rebellion. The way I look at it is like this, Mike. We're gonna shed 1 hour of light in the darkness.
Okay. And then
The lights are gonna
go back to
the lights are gonna come on for 1 hour
back to the dark.
at Carolina Rebellion on this Saturday afternoon.
What we try to do is we try to mix it up. I call it widening the net, because if we were just an active rock festival, we'd only appeal to one narrow group of fans. But when we sprinkle in other elements like classic or hip hop or hardcore or whatever, we widen the net and we draw more people. And it's proven to be successful at several of the festivals we produce. Rocklahoma, now Rock on the Range, Carolina Rebellion for the first time this year. We started sprinkling in more classic rock.
I think it's what is important for the Circle to be on these a festival like this is because we're special. We're playing the heritage of all of our music through all of our careers combined in one package, you know, and it's very special. A lot of bands don't have that kind of background where we got Van Halen, we got Sammy Hagar solo, we got Montrose, we got Chickenfoot, we got the Bus Boys, you know, we got a little Zeppelin with Jason, and so in order to bring that to a crowd like this, I think it's really important. I think I feel an importance that we go out there and serve our era to these people, because we're the only one on the show that I saw that's from this era.
It's something that we decided we wanted to try this year at Rebellion. We thought this year we'd take a chance and we'd bring in some more classic elements, but we wanted to be very careful about the classic elements that we brought in. Acts that we knew had a ton of hits, that were huge crowd pleasers and put on great live shows. That's kind of where the first name on the list was Sammy Hagar. I was actually standing next to Sammy's manager on the side of the stage during his set, because, you know, you've got the best of everything. You've got Montrose, you've got Sammy solo stuff, you've got Van Halen stuff, you've got Zeppelin.
Are we having any fun yet?
An incredible set of hits from start to finish. And I mean, as a music fan, I was intrigued by that. So I think that's the most compelling thing, is that, you know, you get a little taste of a lot of different artists during that one set with one guy singing. And it's an amazing band. I mean, they're incredible together.
I love this band. This is what I want to be, the band that I want to be in. It isn't my band, it's becoming our band. It was just Sammy Hagar, and they were playing with me for about 2 shows, and then all of a sudden I said, we need a name, right? And we came up with the Circle, and it's just been, you know, we will become the Circle to the whole world eventually. It's a good band. I feel like the old blues guys now. You know, it used to be rock and roll. You would say, hey, you're too old. You can't play rock and roll when you're over 40, over 30, whatever it is. And now rock and roll's become like the new blues. John Lee Hooker and B.B. King. I can see us and me, all of us being those kind of guys. We're like the old blues guys. We're gonna just play until we can't do it. I mean, if I ever walk out there and I'm healthy, I don't have a cold or nothing, I can't sing anymore, I probably will quit. But you know what I'll probably do? I'll probably start playing guitar some more and just say, I'm going to be a guitarist for somebody. Let them sing. Coming up, we're going to sit down and have a chat with the one and only Jason Bonham. All right, welcome back. Right along with me right now for VIP access to how we get ready to rock the Rebellion. Here we go. We're heading to the big stage. 45,000 people. This is the biggest crowd the Circle's played for yet. Kind of excited, man. Kind of excited. Get the band. The band's got to circle up right there. Playing live has always been what I did. I made records in the early days just so I could go get back out on tour. I'd come home, I'd run in the studio, I'd write 10 new songs and put it out. And I didn't really think about having hit records at all. because I knew I could take a song and perform it live and make it a hit to that audience because I was always a performer. It just sucks the energy right out of you walking out in front of 50,000 people. And if ever, and not because maybe they, you think, oh, well, if they don't love you, of course, it sucks the energy out of you. They're not booing. I mean, even your hardcore fans.
Take you on a trip. This party has officially started. Are we having any fun yet?
And I look over at Sam and the rest of the guys, and I go, wow, I cannot believe I'm up here doing this with these guys. This is something I've always dreamed of, I didn't know who I was going to do this with. But at this level, when I look over at him, I'm like, yeah, man, this is all good. So, and to have the people cheering for you, man, it's an awesome feeling.
You in the back. You at the other stage. Everybody now. Everybody now. One more time. One more time. One more time. Yeah! Be the one. Don't you eat the ice. Take the vitamin C. God, when Lemon sang, that was awesome. Hey! Más tequila. Even in all. Yaniba! Más tequila. One shot. More tequila. Even in all. Ay, 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 ay. Más tequila. Michael Anthony, Vic Johnson, Jason Bonham, the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar. We are the Circle at your fucking service. Old school rock, baby. Thank you.
It's really rewarding. I mean, when I walk off a stage from giant crowds, festivals, I'm drained. I mean, same show that I would do in a smaller place or something, I could do about an hour longer show at a place like the Cabo Wabo, which has 700 people. I can play about an hour longer than I can in front of like 50,000. It wipes you, man. That was 45,000 people. We started out with about 15, and by God, they came. We started playing. Woo! It's awesome. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's the pinnacle of any rock star's career is to headline a festival, or even just be on one.
It's cool. It's a cool thing. Guys got it going on, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
The Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Big Jason Bonham. We are the Circle. We just finished a great show here at Carolina Rebellion, and we just entered a great rock and roll road trip. See you next time on AXS TV. Sammy Hagar, rock and roll road trip. Woo, the Circle.